invited to a party at Dave and Lorraine's house with some of our cartoonist friends. And among the guests was this older woman who I had never met before. So I started talking to her. And I found out that she used to be an animator at the Walt Disney Studio. Really? And she started in ink and paint and Pinocchio and Bambi and Fantasia. Really? And during the war, she became one of the few animators at Disney Studios and went on to work at Chuck Jones Studios doing Bugs Bunny. Really? I said, how long have you known Dave? She says, oh, I just met him today at the bus stop. Really? But that was Dave. I mean, he had such enthusiasm and energy and spirit that it just attracted people. I mean, to meet a strange man at the bus stop that day, and then go to a party that night at his house, I mean, that's something. And, you know, Rhett and I became, her name was Rhett Davison, and Rhett and I became great friends from that night. We remained close until she passed away 13 years later. I mean, she was such a special lady that I would never have had the chance to meet had it not been for Dave. In fact, I probably wouldn't know many of you here had it not been for Dave. His influence in the world of cartooning and local cartooning was legendary. And now you can see why writer Burl Burlingame has called him the Jedi Master of white cartoon. Why Scott Shaw called him his beloved cartoon sensei. And why writer Mark Evanier referred to him as Hawaii's goodwill ambassador of cartooning. Why Stan Sakai named him the cartoonist guru in Hawaii. I mean, he really was the most influential cartoonist of all time in all of Hawaii. Dave was a study of contradiction. He was deaf, but he had an ear for languages. He could speak Japanese, Spanish, Samoan. He couldn't hear, but he was an accomplished musician. He became a vegetarian, but he hated vegetables. Green burritos, cheese pizza. He abhorred violence, but he loved boxing. And he wasn't local, but he became one of the finest ambassadors in the world. You know, after all of this, I was thinking about what made Dave such an inspiring member of the future. And it wasn't that he taught us how to draw a frog, or make an 8-page comic book. To be honest, you know, I could go to the library and borrow a book and learn how to draw. No, what this little kid from Kalamazoo taught was to how to encourage one another, how to find the joy in the smallest of others' accomplishments. And how to appreciate each person as a great individual. What Dave taught us is how to be a person, and how to live with and be the spirit. You know, it's been a year now, and I'm slowly coming to the realization that when I check my email, no longer will I find a groan-inducing pun from a good thing. Or open the Sunday paper and see another goofy tap dancing cowboy. Or pick up the phone and hear, ooh, ooh, ooh. Turn to channel 11, there's a special on Ernie Kovacs. But sometimes when it's quiet, and I've drawn something that I find amusing, in the back of my mind I can hear it. And so for Dave, Dad, Grandpa, Uncle, Cousin, Amigo, whatever fits, we say, Absolutely.